welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. In this game, we'll see the Sacramento Kings against the Orlando Magic. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello. On the sideline, David Aldridge. With these two great rebounding teams set to go at it, Mike, how do you think the battle of the boards will shape up in this one?
In any matchup, rebounding is one of the most important elements to winning. Offensively, it leads to extra possessions, and defensively, it limits the number of possessions your opponent has.
Francis' shot is off. So for the Kings, their last game a win against the Suns in Phoenix. To the middle, here's Ingram, and it's sent back by Russell. Here's Shorty. No good on the three. Here's Francis, guarded by Weber, and that one's good, Francis.
Boy, how about the confidence? I love watching him be that assertive down low.
And pin the blame on the defense there. You can't just give him an open layup.
Rejected by Ingram.
There is no back down in this fella, putting everything into his defense.
Pulls from the top of the key. Sacramento grabs the miss. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Stolen. Here's Francis. He has been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Comes up empty down low. And Nance kicks it to Gaines. And that one is hammered home.
Hanging on the rim for extra effect. A phenomenal dunk.
Maybe Clark, he was concerned about accidentally landing on someone, but you're right. He was hanging, and it did add something to it.
Entirely possible. Or maybe he just wanted to get a good photo for the media.
And that one's good, Francis.
Taking the hit, still getting the bucket. That is why you spend so much time in the weight room.
Pass to Boyd. Orlando moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Over to the wing. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Sacramento ball. The Kings trail by 5. Here's Shorty. The shot, no good. Orlando, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Pass to Francis. Moves back up. Over to the left wing. Boom. Drops in the tray.
Dropping an absolute dime. He's got his head on a swivel out there.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Get loud and make some noise for your Sacramento Dancers.
The Kings trail by 8. Here's Weber. Drills the baseline jumper.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Pass to Guy. Here's Francis. And here is Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And this is what big guys like him should do, using his height to punish the D inside.
Here's Shorty. Put it down!
Are you kidding me?
Took his frustration out on the rim right there.
Yep, and perhaps that can give him a little shot of adrenaline.
Sometimes it counts more tthan just 2 points.
Here's Francis. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. A floater. Mark that as his 5th miss in 7 shots. Partner, seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed to.
Yes, sir. I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results he's seen. Boy, defensively, that's great anticipation. Moving his feet and drawing the whistle.
Unafraid to put his body on the line.
Knocked away. And now in transition is game. Here we go. And Weber throws it down.
Gave that slam a little extra.
Yep, he dropped every jaw with that finish.
That might be the best dunk from him I've ever seen. Simply amazing.
Here's Francis.
Blocking foul. Hold on.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shots, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
And, guys, we've also seen them do a great job with steals. I know that's a stat that can cut both ways. It's not always meaningful, but those turnovers forced can turn into easy baskets at times.
And so he makes both from the line. And at this stage of the season, a lot of teams are still trying to figure things out, Mike. How long does it take to know what kind of squad you've got to work with?
Just looking at the roster before the season, a coach has a sense. But it's now, when the games finally count, that you start to identify what your true weaknesses are and what needs to be worked on.
Nance passes to Gaines. They get it back, and Russell gets it to go.
Pure effort there. He just wanted it more.
So Dwayne Casey decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Please give a big round of applause for your dance team.
Collier, he's checked in for Orlando.
Substitution on the court.
1:22 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Baku. Rebound by the Magic. Guy's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. With his first shot attempt. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Here's Williams King.
He was all over that one. You can tell he enjoys sending shots back.
Here's Collier. He had 15 points last outing. Here's Boone. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
They can't expect him to miss that shot consistently.
Williams King, no good.
You expect to get 2 points there. A little unlucky for them.
Here's Ingram. Good D by Weber. The Kings trail. Here's Williams King. And it's all evened up.
The story of their offense so far has been just that, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Pass to Boyd. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. It's all tied in Sacramento. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Pounded inside as much as possible was obviously the game plan.
The defense hasn't had an answer, so that's why they just keep going back to this.
Here's Francis. Back to Ingram. Can't cash in from close range. So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Not a bad time to pump the brakes right here, check in with everybody, and make sure you're speaking in stereo.
Could be a chance to adjust the lineup as well.
Fans, your dance team.
Ingram's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Theus, the pass to Battle. Here's Theus. A miss that time, would have put him up.
You know, normally he sinks those threes.
Nice job by the defender, not allowing him to have an easy look.
Weber, the pass to Williams-King. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Fades back. Orlando grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Great job defensively, stayed active, which led to a bunch of blocked shots.
They planned on being disruptive on defense and showed that throughout the game.
Here's Theus. Still scoreless. Here's Battle. Got a hand on it. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Pass to Francis. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. It's deflected.
Boy, that was a demoralizing rejection right there. This is what happens when you challenge him at the basket.
And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. To the wing on the left. Ball's knocked loose. To the left wing. Boyd trains the three-pointer. Now it's a 5-point Magic lead.
And the defense has to know where he is at all times. There's simply no excuse letting him get this wide open from deep.
Good, nice play there from Williams-King.
This close in, you have to finish strong. You have to capitalize on the easy chances.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
So cool and good to see that activity pay off with a highlight.
Yep, a lot of moving parts, but boy, the finish was terrific.
And those live ball turnovers known to create some highlights, don't they?
Here's Francis. It's deflected. And now Sacramento on the break. Rejected by Ingram.
This is the kind of rim protection he brings. Superb work coming away with the block.
Here's Francis. That's tipped. Williams-King, the pass to Weber. That gives them the lead. Weber's got 6. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
They've not been passive at all on defense early on. Challenging shots, and it's resulted in a number of blocks.
And just a tremendous job creating havoc defensively. Tons of turnovers, and they're capitalizing on them.
The Magic making a switch here. Guys checked in.
Substitution
Here in the
on
second
court.
quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. A moment for an injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Kings was able to update me on the situation. Unfortunately, it seems he has a strained hip. You can imagine the kind of discomfort that causes. Seems like this may not be as bad as originally thought, as he's going to play through it. Kevin, will keep you posted. Back to you.
Thanks for the status report there, David. And Clark, all we can do now is wish him a speedy recovery.
Well, Kevin, it looks to be a pretty serious injury, but I certainly hope it's not a devastating one.
Me too.
And what a gut punch to this team. They look to him for so much, and in a flash, he's gone.
Here's Francis. 14 points for him. Ingram outside. That 3 off the mark. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And Gaines gets it to go on the assist by Nance. Gaines has got the lead up to 1 now for the Kings. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Ingram, and it's blocked.
Nance, one of the superb shot blockers in the game. Just has a real good sense of when to elevate on the defensive end.
Here's Francis. He has been a nice option for them offensively and is averaging more than 17 points a game. And the layup falls. Francis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Burning the D with that shot.
For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Weber can't hit. And Ingram has got the ball here for Orlando. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And last year's games were interesting to watch considering that each team came out with a win.
And of course, they split their 2 meetings last season, so both sides are coming into this with a little extra something to prove.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And the Kings making a change here. Russell's checked in. The Kings trail by 3. Shorty, the pass to Russell. Back to Weber. Here's Scott. Got a piece of it.
Meeting right at the rim. He timed that block perfectly.
Gaines, no luck. Orlando's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Pass to Collier. Here's Guy. Guarded by Weber. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots from the corner. The putback. Here's Scott. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And this demonstrates his strong work ethic. His teammates appreciate how hard he goes on the offensive glass.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
Here's Collier. No scoring in this one. Pass to Boyd. Now, here's Weber. Defense is right there. Here's Shorty. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Now, just a 1-point Orlando lead.
Room to fire from mid-range, and he's more than capable of knocking that down.
41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from the baseline. The Kings have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Temps checked in for Weber. 20 seconds left in the first half. Here's Shorty. Gains the pass to Russell. 5 to shoot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Substitution on the court.
Whoops. Anticipated the pass. Turnover. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Knocked loose. And the Kings pushing it up now. And the lead coach just keeps changing hands.
5 times. And we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
It has been something. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive games so far. Kings lead by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Orlando trailing here. Outside Curry. Here's Collier. Scoreless thus far. Clock at 2. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
You know, he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Now the Kings with it. Driving to the basket. Ripped away. Now here's Curry. Out to the wing. Clock at 6. No good from Campbell.
He tried to get space with the fadeaway, but it might have just disrupted his shot even more.
Theus. Kemp kicks it to Gaines. Bangs home the trifecta. Gaines has got the lead up to 2 now for the Kings.
He saw his chance and converted with a nice little J.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Guy. Still without a basket. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock.
Assertive move. You can tell this game's heating up.
Here's Gaines. A shot's good on the assist by Nance. Gaines has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Kings. The Magic trail by 3. Outside Curry. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Curry's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Theus, guarded by Curry. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Gaines, no luck. Orlando's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Curry on the wing. No good on the triple.
Even against Saran wrap type defense like that, you still expect him to knock those down.
I don't know. The defense was on him like glue. It would have been quite a bucket, even though we have seen him hit those in the past.
Here's Gaines. And it's blocked by Scott.
Fantastic effort on defense, protecting the rim with his length.
Orlando, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Pass to Collier. And there's the drive. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Collier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And what a strong take that was, just going right at the bigger defender.
Finishes like that demonstrate confidence. It should, in turn, improve his after that point.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter.
And this is how you defend a player like him. Nice job contesting without fouling.
Here's Francis. Pass to Ingram. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
You see the...
Big time! Wow, my goodness. Big time clutch.
Oh, that is extra sweet in a close one like this, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, that'll really fire up his team.
The offensive rebound. Here's Weber. Second shot opportunity. Rejected by Boone.
Good idea to attack the rim, but stellar defense denies him in the paint.
Francis passes to Ingram. The 3. Here's Guy. This one for 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Boy, the defense just smothered that one.
Draped all over him. Outstanding effort to contest without fouling.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Campbell is checked in for the Kings. And the Kings shooting 40% from the field. Out to Nance. Pass to Gaines. Stolen away. Here we go. One-on-one. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. And for the Kings, they're shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%. Yep, it counts.
That's a testament to how poised he is, not allowing the D to distract him inside.
Orlando's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Francis passes to Boone. It's stolen by Nance. Pass to Gaines. There's the 3, and it's Ingram with the rebound.
Boy, they dodged one right there, didn't they?
Yeah, he won't miss a look that wide open very often.
Here's Francis, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's the 3. Shorty's shot is off. So Dwayne Casey decides to call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento dance team.
Orlando trailing here.
Checking in for Orlando.
Pass to Boyd. Back to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Shorty. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. It was touched by Nance.
The ball goes to Orlando.
1:15 left in the third quarter. Pass to Guy. Another miss by Orlando. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Kings.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet. It's come up big a few times for them.
They're very fresh, but also at the defensive end, how about the way they've been able to deny shot opportunities? Just tearing the opposition up in terms of denials.
And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Boone.
Hitting the open teammate. Nice floor recognition.
46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shorty, good. Shorty's got 10.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
Boy, in the corner, it's Ingram. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Stolen by Anderson. Ingram outside. And it's blocked.
On D, defending the lane with authority and not fouling.
Pass to Shorty. Now, here is Weber. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Kings on top. They lead by 3. We'll be back shortly, live from Arco Arena. Tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Kings leading now by 3. Pass to Williams King. Here's Shorty. And it takes that one up and powers it through.
Little breakdown there defensively.
Oh,
Made
yeah.
him pay.
Absolutely, Clark. Point guard throwing it down on him and doing it with authority.
Yeah, you got to have better rim protection than that.
Outside, Scott. Here's Boyd, and here is Scott, guarded by Weber, stolen by Weber. Good on the shot, and the Kings lead by 7.
And when he's getting his on offense, it usually results in a lead like this.
Anderson kicks to Boone. He had a nice open look right there.
What a confident stroke.
Timeout, Kings. Sacramento making a switch here. Russell's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. Now, he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do, and we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Pass to Shorty. Here's Williams King. And the layup's good off the glass.
Close range, high percentage looks will never go out of style. That's just strong, fundamental basketball.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Oh, and they need a basket in the worst way.
I think they're forcing things right now, and it's why their offense looks so pedestrian.
Tipped away and stolen by Scott. Ingram wide open. Another miss by Orlando.
And he just can't get anything to fall right now. That's a shot he should make with ease. Instead, he clanks it.
Collier, he's checked in for Anderson.
16, Patrick Collier.
The Magic trail by 9. With the drive, Ingram outside. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Well, he just about got that one, but it ends up slipping out of bounds.
And now you expect him to increase ball security and start playing it safe around him.
Pass to Boyd and stolen by Russell. Sacramento moving it around. Shorty the pass to Weber. Lots of room. Great positioning on the putback. Williams King's got the lead up to 11 now for the Kings.
I think it's what every youth coach says at least sometimes. Follow your shot. And that's why you do it, for those easy putbacks. Keep doing work inside. Close range looks like that will keep your lead safe. Stay on the attack.
I agree. The defense has to shut the door on those kinds of shots if they want to turn this around.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Orlando let me know his status. He informed me that the knee was bent slightly backwards and is indeed hyperextended, but that there does not appear to be any structural damage. I'm told they're going to let him play on it cautiously. If it becomes any more of an issue, they'll reassess. Guys, nobody wants to miss games this early in the season.
Thanks as always, David. Appreciate the report. Clark, I know we've all been wishing him a very speedy recovery.
Most definitely. Injuries are still such an unfortunate reality of the game, and we know they're going to happen, but they're never pleasant when they do.
What a shame.
Yeah.
Well, on the floor and in recovery, it's all about taking care of yourself. I'm sure he's been doing just that.
Here's Francis. Over Theus. Shot clock at 6. Ingram passes to Francis. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Nance. And here's Russell to the left side wing. Gaines, no luck. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
The ball goes to Orlando.
Intercepted. Looking to get it going. Here's Theus. Here's Russell. Rejected by Ingram.
Stiff arming that shooter. Excellent effort.
Francis passes to Boyd. And a miss there on the triple. Kings leading now by 9. Pass to Russell. From 8. And he gets that one to go.
I like that they're putting in the work, trying to build this lead out.
Because in the NBA, no lead is safe.
Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. A steal. Here is Gaines. Oh, the jam!
Yeah!
I like the decision to put the ball on the deck and drive it in.
And here now the Kings. They're on a 16-6 run. And he...
And, you know, their lead just continues to grow, and it's not just because of their offense. They're getting it done at both ends.
Yeah, their defense has been stellar as well. Great work on both ends.
Shorty checked in for Sacramento.
Substitution for Sacramento. Number 00, John Shorty.
The Magic trail by 15. It's stolen by Nance. Driving. Oh, my!
Wow! This one's close to being over.
I think if they get a couple stops, this game is toast.
Orlando, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. And stolen by Russell. 1:36 left here in the 4th quarter. Rebounded by Ingram.
The defense has a lot of respect for his shooting ability and showed it with the tight coverage there.
And you can see they recognize that. They are not going to give him that shot.
This one is all but over. I mean, what a ferocious and commanding performance for the Kings.
And it seems like steals ended up making the difference, Mike, in this game.
Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight, no question.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year. Now Gaines. No good. It's stolen by Nance. Russell against Ingram. Another shot. Rejected by Boone.
Love the aggressive defense right at the rim. He refused to let that thing get through.
And so Orlando again turning it over.
Number 40, Willie Anderson.
Here's Gaines.
This one almost in the books, and what a show they put on for this home crowd.
Gotta be a satisfying feeling, playing this well in front of your home fans.
The 15-footer. The shot misses.
Boom.
The long 3. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. Mike, would you say they just kept a better energy throughout the game tonight?
They came in with extra confidence with the whole crowd behind them.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so for Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan alongside our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And so long, everyone.
Every day I go in the booth, I step in the arena, always seen a moment of truth. I've been a gangster.